Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Duffy. Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The Aztecs have their offense in high gear. Looking for room, it's Cooper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
The counterplay is a great play to mix into your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So Northwestern's offense will take the field for the first time. On first down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Wildcats are in the hurry up. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
3rd down and short, they choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's 3rd and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Shaw. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Northwestern! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the Aztecs want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Duffy. He's got his man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Brings up second down.
This offense has a second down play. He'll keep it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that pass intercepted.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Northwestern will line up with a first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still running at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fakes the catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Duffy. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Aztecs have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Aztecs!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's y'all. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Scramble play by the QB. Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Duffy. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. Stopped after making the catch.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the 1st down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you.
He's loose. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
When you're a quarterback and you throw a comeback route, you really trust your wide receiver, and he's going to do what he's supposed to do. Obviously, all the way out towards the sideline, making it look like he's running way down the field. Nice connection between quarterback and wide receiver.
Here's the handoff. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Northwestern right back to the line. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. He makes the connection. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. And
he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
The offense in hurry-up mode. The give from the gun. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Aztecs in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Looking down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Back to the air one more time. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, San Diego State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
That makes the score Northwestern 21, San Diego State 14.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. He finds his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After that last completion, it's second down. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on second down. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Makes the grab, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dialing up a second down pass play. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Duffy. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The give on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Brings up 4th down.
And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The run to the right. Discards a man. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
To start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. He's back to throw on second down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Offense in the hurry up. Running to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
At the 37-yard line. Third down coming up.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The discard, and he's running free. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Right back to the well. And the Aztecs will move the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Duffy. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
Incomplete on the slant. Offense facing 4th down.
Northwestern will have to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Bringing it back, it's Shaw. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
And the Aztecs are rolling down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the middle. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
On second down, just keeps firing. Snagged in the middle, it's Lang. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Northwestern right back to the line. Direct snap. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Porter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Up-tempo for the offense. The run from the shotgun. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space. It's Porter. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Set to advance on the football.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Gets it out fast. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Cooper. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Wants to throw. It's Duffy. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Duffy. He's got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do, because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl out.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a rushing throw at this point in the game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Running back, brings up 2nd down.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Porter. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Give to the single back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback.